Right guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna jump straight into it as you can tell by the title, it's a bit of a different video today. You're joining me here at Mannings Heath Golf and Wine Estate on the short game area where I'm gonna be testing out, well, not some golf clubs, actually some waterproof golf wear. I'm testing out the brand new PING SensorDry range. I've got the PING SensorDry Pro waterproof jacket, and I've also got the PING SensorDry waterproof trousers. I think waterproofs are overlooked a little bit. I know a lot of people, including myself, have never really invested in a really good high quality pair of waterproof jacket and trousers. But if you want to brave that winter weather, it's something you really need to invest in. I'm a fair weather golfer at the best of times. If it starts raining, I'm never one to ever continue playing golf. I don't find it particularly enjoyable, but I think that is partly down to because I'm not prepared for it. I think the most expensive waterproof jacket and trousers I've had, probably 40, 50 pounds. With the price of these PING jackets and trousers on the screen for you now, there is a whole range with the PING SensorDry, so I would recommend you guys go check it out. But today, I'm gonna test them out. It's a bit of a weird thing, isn't it? How am I gonna test out some waterproof clothes? As you can see, here today, it's weirdly enough, it's not raining. It's quite frustrating. You'd think peak November time in England, in the southeast, there'd be thunder, lightning, the course would be closed. It is very wet on the ground, but it's not raining. It's a good and a bad thing, because if it was, the camera quality would be awful. I would have to put my microphone somewhere else. We're gonna do something a little bit different. As I have said, I am a fair weather golfer. We're gonna try these on and see how they perform. But you may be asking me, that's not really that useful, is it? Because it's not raining. Well, so as you can see, I've got the jacket and waterproof trousers with me here today. It is very wet on the ground. I'm just gonna lay these out there. So instantly gonna test it out just a little bit, but trust me, that is not all. There are a lot of features to these waterproof jacket and trousers. They have a 3-year waterproof guarantee. The top has an adjustable collar for additional weather protection, and most importantly, it is waterproof to 10,000 mm and breathability to 10,000 Gs. It seems that with this line by PING, they're incorporating that waterproof protection, but also with a lot of comfortability. There's not that much use me putting it on when it's dry, even now when it's a little bit damp from the ground. So, in my hands, on the squelched, unbelievably wet ground. I hope you can hear that from my microphone. Yeah, I've got 5 litres here of the wonderful Ashbeck English natural mineral water, and I'm gonna dump it all over these waterproofs. Then I'm gonna hit some shots and just give my experience. But also a waterproof test, we're gonna have to see how waterproof these things really are. Could I wear them and put water myself? Well, yes and no, because I could lie. I never lie, but neither does my phone. So I'm gonna put my phone here, right in this waterproof jacket, just at the top here, by the pocket, and see if it gets wet at all. Wow. Well, I'm just gonna stop right there and just show you how actually impressive that is, even before we carry on. The water is not soaking in at all. You can see it's literally acting as if it's just bouncing off it there on the trousers, on the jacket. Looks very, very strange, but that is a lot of water that's already gone onto it. But it's not soaking in, it's literally gonna roll straight off when I put the jacket and trousers on. Really, really impressive. I know I'm a relative novice to anything that is like this in terms of the waterproof range. So I wasn't really sure what to expect with all of this, but that so far has been very impressive. Right, so that is 5 litres of water emptied onto these waterproof trousers and the waterproof jacket. Let's see how my phone's fared. Let me just grab this camera. So you can see, similar to what I said at the start, that water is just bouncing off the trousers and also the jacket itself. I've kind of swished it around a little bit to make sure everything's spread out. But you can see if I just do this it just literally just rolls straight off. It really just rolls straight off the waterproof jacket there. Same with the trousers. If I do that, look, it falls off, completely falls off. Really impressive. Touching that, it feels a bit damp, but it just feels like it's been through the washing machine. It really is. That basically looks completely dry. It's not heavy at all. I'll find out when I put it actually on. But the trousers, for the most part, are more or less completely dry. Now, with this here, let me first of all, before anything happens, take my phone out. Right, so phone. Let's have a look at you. If I put my dog away, there is a tiny bit of moisture just on the front. I don't know if you can see that with the reflection, but a tiny bit in the top right. And on the back, there's also a tiny bit of moisture there, as you can see by my fingerprints, but nothing significant enough that I would say that is a problem. For 5 litres of water, I kind of expect a tiny bit to maybe seep through, probably on the actual hood of the jacket rather than through the material itself, which you would always expect when you're getting rained on. You're always going to have something falling from above. So it would kind of come through in the hood. You can adjust the hood for comfortability and also to make sure that less rain comes through. But I'd give that the actual test with the phone. I'd give that probably about a 8, maybe 7.5 out of 10. And that's pretty good. Obviously a 10 out of 10 would be nothing coming through. The jacket itself, if I pick it up, it feels a little bit more damp than the actual trousers themselves, which you would expect with it being more of a thicker actual product than the trousers, if that trousers are a little bit thinner. As you can see on the kind of the zip area, there's a little bit more moisture, the bits that are probably most likely to be less waterproof. But then on the sleeves, maybe one of the most important parts, as you're using your shoulders to swing the golf club and your arms as well, they are completely dry. It's just the actual midsection that has a little bit more moisture. Okay, so waterproof trousers, waterproof jacket on. In all honesty, a day like today, weirdly enough, for a mid-November day in the UK, it's probably still a bit too warm to be wearing all these layers, because with my trousers and waterproofs, and then with my polo, jumper, and then the waterproof as well, it's a little bit toasty, but that's actually quite positive towards these waterproofs, because whenever you are playing in pretty gross conditions and it is raining, you're always going to be a little bit cold. So it's something that does benefit you in that way. Big plus from me. As it has now been about 2 to 3 minutes since I poured the water all over these products, completely dry, absolutely stone dead dry from all of it. I am so impressed by that. I know it is a pretty common feature with waterproofs, but this does show that this will withstand pretty much any type of rain, like 5 litres within 30 seconds. You'll be hard pressed to find that anywhere in the world. So they really have passed in flying colours. It's now just how practical they actually are when you wear them. I have noticed that they are, in the trouser region, they are a little bit tight towards the actual thighs itself. That could just be because, well, I don't know, I'm overweight, but I felt that a little bit in the actual trousers themselves. But the waterproof jacket is unbelievably comfortable. It really does feel like you are wearing any sort of jacket that you would buy from American Golf, let's say, that isn't actually a waterproof. It isn't too big, it isn't too fluffy, I do feel quite flexible. But let's go hit some shots now and see how it actually gets on. All right, so I've walked around just a little bit in the estate of Mannings Heath, and I thought hitting a few shots would be good, but I can hit the most shots here on the range and really feel how practical this jacket and these trousers are in terms of flexibility and how comfortable they really are. I think when looking for waterproofs, there are a few things that you have to consider. Price is, I think, probably the main one for everyone, but also how comfortable it is, if it fits right, and how waterproof it is. We've seen that these are extremely waterproof, but is the price justified? I put the price on the screen for you guys already. Before something that is over £200, that's something that is definitely an investment. And with that 3-year warranty, it means that Ping trusts that the stuff that they are producing is going to last quite a long time. Right, so I've hit a decent amount of balls now wearing these PING SensorDry jacket and trousers, and it's quite clear for me to see what the purpose of these are. As I said to you at the start of this video, there is a variety of PING SensorDry clothing that you can get. It's not just this jacket and this trousers. Again, I recommend you guys to go online and have a look, but these here feels like they can combat literally any sort of weather. I'm extremely warm right now. I really am very, very warm, just by hitting about 10 to 20 shots, and that shows that wind, rain, sleet, snow, anything, these can combat that. If it were to be, let's say, a spring or summer downpour, I'd probably recommend something that's a little bit lighter, like the thing that I'm wearing under this, which is also PING SensorDry. This PING SensorDry jacket and trousers, for me, really is a heavy-duty, optimal set that you guys could purchase if you're looking for something that will protect you from any sort of weather conditions. This would last for a long time, and it really does tick all the boxes. If I come a little bit closer to you guys and just show you this jacket now. It literally looks like I've just taken it out of the wrapper and it hasn't had any sort of moisture on it. Same goes for the trousers. I feel like it is completely dry, which is extremely impressive for what I put it through. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video today. If you have, leave a like down below. If you guys are new to the GolfMagic YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button too to keep up to date with all of our videos. Me and Ping, we'll see you guys at the next video.